popular, especially this time of year. Who does that? Come on, GoGoKid! Hey guys, Teacher Clara here with another video. This time I am talking about the changes that GoGoKid recently disclosed to all of their teachers, and it has not been a fun ride. If you're new to my channel, thanks for stopping by. Go ahead and subscribe, click that notification bell so that you can know when I post the next video. No promises though, it's been kind of sporadic. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Like I said, GoGoKid has announced some changes to their payment, which has not been very popular, especially this time of year. Who does that? Come on, GoGoKid! Seriously. If you are like, what the heck is going on? Let me just break it down for you. This week in GoGoKid's update, they announced that they would be changing the payments for trial classes and the credit score system. Let's talk about the payment for the trial classes first because that is a lot clearer than that other stuff. So for trial classes, GoGoKid has reduced the incentive that teachers get when they convert a trial class. So normally you would be getting $10 if you convert a student, meaning you teach them a trial class and they sign up after you taught them that trial class. You, being the teacher that kind of sold them on the company, would get $10. Now they've cut that whoosh, in half, and you're only going to get $5. In the grand scheme of things, it sucks, but it wasn't ever a guarantee, so from 10 to 5, hopefully you as a teacher have a good mix of core classes and trial classes, and that won't affect you too much. Another change they did for their trial classes is now they are giving the students and parents more opportunities to try out GoGoKid, which is awesome, right? Don't leave them angry if they don't have a good experience the first time. Try to lure them in and have them buy classes, which after all is what GoGoKid is doing, selling these classes to parents. And so now the students, instead of getting one class, one trial class, they get a chance to take 3. Yay! But wait a minute. That means there could be 3 different teachers teaching them trial classes. That's right. And what happens? What if I'm teacher number 1? And for whatever reason, the kid's not in a good mood, the parents don't like the way you did your makeup, or whatever. They try teacher number 2. Teacher number 2 is awesome, but still doesn't jive well with the parents' expectations. And now teacher number 3 comes in like a hero and saves the day and sells them on the package. Awesome, way to go, teacher number 3. But guess who gets that trial conversion? Not 1, not 2, but only teacher number 3. So for teacher number 1 and teacher number 2, that is a big blow to the ego and the wallet. So that is another big change, which again kind of sucks, but it was never really a guarantee that you would get this incentive. So potato, potato, I guess. So those are the trial changes, right? Payment wise. That set aside, let's dig into the big elephant in the room. Sorry, not you. Animals. What is the biggest change that GoGoKid presented for their teachers? They, as I understand it, because apparently it takes a calculator and a very, very smart mathematician to figure out this whole system that they're implementing. But right now, your payment for GoGoKid is your base pay plus an incentive based on your credit score. Pretty straightforward. Your credit score can go from I think like 80 to 120. If you are between 110, I believe, and 120, you get 125% of your base pay. If you get between 110 and 100, you get 110%, meaning you get an incentive on top of your base rate. And then if you're at 100 and between 90, you just get your base pay. Something like that, right? It may not be 100% accurate, but it's in Freshdesk somewhere, I promise. So that's what's going on right now. Maybe it took a little bit to figure it out, but after you realized credit score equals percentage. That is my incentive. It's pretty straightforward. The only drawback with this system is that if you mess up, let's say we're in December, you mess up in December and your credit score drops, your payment for the whole month of January would have been impacted by that mess up in December. So it kind of sucked. A lot of teachers were taking off the last couple of days in the month because they did not want anything to kind of jeopardize the payment for their next month. Okay, now let's move into what they are doing. I had to break out the actual rules because otherwise I don't understand this thing. But anyway, if you teach a certain number of classes, it affects your incentive base per class completed. So for teachers that only teach 2 to 3 classes a day, which if you're doing the math is less than if you were to keep 120 point credit score and get 125% incentive, which is 1125. That is kind of where people are upset. Anyway, here's what I have to say about this whole thing. It will probably take a long time for all of us to figure out how the new system actually works. Yes, it does stink that GoGoKid is making all these cuts, but you guys, we were never, ever guaranteed that incentive when we signed our contract. Plain and simple. Unfortunately, we are used to getting our base pay plus the incentive because we are all rock stars and we do a great job and we maintain our credit score. So yes, we are used to getting paid that higher pay. But really, if you read the contract that we signed, we're only guaranteed that base pay. Anything else is added. So while it does stink and it may require you to rework your budget and realize, this may not be the right fit for you anymore if there's not that guarantee, it's still just an incentive. So I know it's an unpopular opinion. I know a lot of people are upset, myself included. It took me a couple of days to just kind of digest this. Clearly, I don't have a grasp on it. If you watched this long, thank you for sticking with me. But like I said, it's just that, an incentive. And like any incentive, it is subject to change. So, you do you. Do what you have to do. We all have bills to pay. Hopefully you are able to stick around and work it out. I'm going to stick around. I'm going to give it a try for a little bit and see how it goes. If my pay is affected totally drastically, then yeah, I'll probably be looking for other places. And if you already work at another place and you want to share your links in the comments for people watching this to look for other avenues, go ahead, feel free and do it. But hopefully it'll work out in your favor in the end, and we can all continue to teach with GoGoKid because I do know I love the kids and I love the material I'm teaching. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good day. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you later. Bye. Bye, everybody. Thanks for tuning